Well, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, well, we quit full-time RV life. That simple.
After over 6 years of traveling full-time in an RV, or various RVs, it's time for a change.
I'm ready. This video is sponsored by ButcherBox. So you're probably wondering what's next. Well, first of all, we got some land and a home base. This is all ours. And the most obvious thing is we got rid of our camper. So we sold that a short while ago. We've got a new camper on order. We got a Storyteller Mode LT. That's their new van that's on the transit platform. So we're really excited about that.
Why did we get a home base? Well, the timing just felt right, and this property checked all of the things that we wanted. We've been keeping an eye on areas around the country as we've been traveling the last 6 years, and we really love this area that we chose. Plus, with limited international travel currently, we decided it's good to have a base where we can come back to, relax, unwind, joke, and work on the truck in the garage. And we've done 49 states so far in an RV around the United States. Alaska is left, and it's high on our list of places to visit. But we're ready for a change in how we travel and RV in the US. So quitting full-time RV life just felt right. And now we can travel for short or extended amount of time in our new camper. And for me, I really love our property because there's a walking path back here, and I could go for a walk every day and just be in nature. And the other nice thing is we can start growing our food if we want to. Before we hit the road full-time in an RV, Joe and I used to grow our own food, and we raised chickens for eggs. So it'll be nice to be more self-sufficient and have the option to do that again.
So as Kate mentioned, we're going to keep traveling. And for 2022, that means going to a lot of different shows around the US. If you're interested in our show schedule, head on over to our website at we'retherussos.com, sign up for our newsletter, and we'll be mailing that out shortly. If you do happen to make it to one of the shows, we're going to be sharing what it's like living on the road. Now we can talk about what it's like coming off the road and all the stages in between. So we'd love to see you at one of those shows if you're able to make it. Now, speaking of learning, we've actually been talking about taking this property and using it to host classes. Now, we were talking about doing classes on how to boondock or just how to be self-sufficient in your RV. If that's something you're interested in, leave a comment below so we can kind of gauge the interest and tell us what topics you think you'd be interested in learning about. So I know Kate's already told you about her walking path and nature and all this other stuff. Well, for me, I think she already stole some of the thunder, but I have a garage now. So I have a place to work on the truck and other vehicles, which is awesome. I miss that. I've also been making my own alcohol. We've got some mead going in the basement. I'm gonna be working on a few other things. So it's fun to have projects like that because that's something we really couldn't do in a camper. As much as I loved living on the road, there are a lot of things about, having a home base that I miss. And I think the way we're gonna be living now is gonna be the best of both. When we get a little stir crazy and we need to get out of the house, we'll grab our van and head out, or grab the truck. Now, I didn't tell you what we have planned for the truck. So the truck is going to become, Leo's going to become a farm truck. But we've been looking at a few different options. We may put like a rooftop tent or something else on it, or a Norweld canopy, and kind of transform this from a full-time kind of camper RV that we used for 2 years to something that when we're ready to go and do some serious off-roading and really get out there, Leo's going to be the ticket. Everything else will probably take our van out. But now we have options and kind of, I think, the best of both worlds. Are you enjoying your walk through the woods?
I love the woods. I especially love it when the deer stop by, but I haven't seen them today.
One day I may need to harvest one of those deer.
But I did see skunk prints in the mud over there.
Uh-oh.
So we've got critters. We might have to set up a game camera.
I like that idea.
Another great thing about having a home base is now we can sign up for farm shares and get high quality meat subscriptions from companies like ButcherBox. Right now they're running a special for new members. You get 2 pounds of 100% grass-fed ground beef in every box for the lifetime of the membership. We just got our box and we've got our ground meat, which I will be using for some recipe testing. I know. The cookbooks are coming, I promise. And there's also 2 100% grass-fed ribeye beef steaks in here. I know Joe is super excited to cook these up.
While I cook up this steak, let me tell you a bit more about ButcherBox. ButcherBox offers delicious 100% grass-fed beef, free-range organic chicken, pork-raised crate-free, and wild-caught seafood. ButcherBox delivers great-tasting, high-quality, humanely raised meats right to your door. You choose your box and delivery frequency. They offer 5 boxes, 4 curated box options, as well as the popular custom box, so you get exactly what you and your family love. Use the link in the description below and new members receive 2 pounds of 100% grass-fed beef in every box for the lifetime of their membership.
It's a little chilly.
Yep. I did like the t-shirt weather yesterday.
That was nice.
Uh-huh.
As the locals say, if you don't like the weather, wait till tomorrow.
So we wanted to kind of close this video out and answer some questions we think might come up. I think the first of which we've already answered, but we'll cover some more, is people have always asked us ever since we started, how long are you going to go for?
Meaning, how long are you going to travel full time in a RV?
Yeah. And for us, our answer was always that we would do it until we didn't want to anymore. And I think for us, like we said, we found just the perfect spot for us in the right area of the country, and we were ready to settle down.
Ready for a change.
Yeah, but the nice thing is, with our forest behind us, and that it still feels like we're in nature. At any time we want, we can walk outside, go for a walk in the woods, enjoy the outdoors, and then when we're ready, we can hop in the van and go on a trip somewhere.
When the weather warms up, I do want to hang a hammock out there and spend a night. But then Joe asked me, what would you do if the deer came up and tried to check you out in the middle of the night?
I said she'd freak out.
You might hear a terrifying scream in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Or if a raccoon crawled up on me.
Oh boy. Anyway. Now the other thing I want to assure people is that this isn't going to turn into a homesteading channel or anything like that. All of our content is still going to be based on our travels, us going out in the van, looking at other RVs, doing walkthroughs, all the stuff that's on our channel now. None of that's going to change.
Yeah. We will not be posting Joe's honey wine recipe or homemade sauerkraut. That will not be on this channel.
If that's on any channel, we'll start a new one just for that. And, you know, a lot of people have asked us when we're getting a dog again. Now that we have a home base, I'm sure that question is going to come up a lot more frequently. And for us, we're still waiting until things open up again and we can really do international travel the way we want to. And having a dog during that time just wouldn't be good. We don't want to leave our dog at a kennel or something like that. And I think once we're ready to really kind of settle down more, then we would look at getting another dog.
Yeah. And in the meantime, we have Charlie.
My mom's dog.
And we'll be taking them on another adventure soon. So check out for those videos.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing that a lot of people were guessing when we sold our camper is that we were going to do international travel in a camper. And that's definitely still something we would love to do. We'd love to ship the van overseas and do that. So that's those are still possibilities and options, just not right now.
And finally, I wanted to bring up the classes that I was talking about earlier. We'd love to hear from you and know what topics and things we could cover that would really add value to the way you camp, the way you maybe live out of a camper, or even for those who are considering the lifestyle but you're not sure. This might be a great opportunity to bring your family out, grab a tent, and hang out with a bunch of RVers who are doing it and see what it's really like. So let us know in the comments below. And with that, I think it's the end of the video. Anything else?
No, I'm excited for the new way we're doing things. Yeah, and I love having a home base. It's really nice.
Yeah,
but I look forward to getting back out there. I'm ready. I'm ready for some warmth and sunshine.
Good. Well, we can head south our first trip.
Yeah, I think we're going to try to go to Baja.
Yep.
So
it's on the books.
Fingers crossed, we'll be in Baja shortly.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah. We'll see you next time. If you want to see more cool content, head on over to our website at we'retherussos.com, and we'll see you next time. Bye.